Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Okay. You ready? You need anything? Brush your teeth or drink or...
Do I?
No, I don't know. I usually do something before we start.
I think I'm okay.
Okay. Hello, this is Matt and Josh from Yousellcomics with another episode of Slingin Books, Talkin Shop. Yousellcomics is your new multi-vendor marketplace for selling comics, slabs, omnis, trades, and more. Yousellcomics never charges a commission on any sale. Sell for as low as $5.99 a month, or run your own auctions for $15.99 a month. Sign up now for a 3-month free trial at Yousellcomics.com. Okay, we're here back with another week. Talk top 10 marketplace keys coming to your local comic shop tomorrow. And like a ton of news this week.
Yeah. Weird news.
Yeah, D-Season looks like they're in trouble again. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, we'll start with Marvel news because we're Marvel shills here, I guess. At least I am. Daredevil TV show. There's a rumor that they're already about to shoot a Daredevil TV show or a movie.
Yes.
I don't know that it's a movie. I
don't think so.
Weird to throw that in the mix all of a sudden. But
Agreed.
Charlie Cox's future as the Man Without Fear in the MCU definitely looks bright. Rumor has that we'll see him next in She-Hulk, which is, I would think, a lock. Like the stories, their characters are too close in like what they do.
Agreed.
Well, Echo also appears to be a lock, of course, if Kingpin comes back. This report has been backed up by a couple of reliable scoopers who have also strongly suggested that a Daredevil movie or TV series in the works. A movie or a TV series are two like entirely different things when it comes to. I don't know. It feels like that's throwing darts at a wall with some knowledge. Like, oh, Daredevil's back. Obviously there's going to be a movie with him or like the. Anyways,
it seems to be that case nowadays where it's just like, oh, we know it's coming. Everyone kind of knows it's coming, but at the same time, we'll just, like you said, darts
we'll make up a rumor and one of them will hit.
Sure.
Yeah. Also, not that I have this story here for today, but it's part of it, I guess. So the Marvel shows ended up on Disney Plus, and the Parent-Teacher Council is very mad about it.
Oh yeah, they got upset.
Well, they get upset at everything. Like I remember back in the old Attitude Era of wrestling. Like they were all over wrestling every week, saying that they are an abomination. So now they're calling out Marvel for putting adult-oriented shows on Disney Plus. However, like Disney Plus in Canada has had Pam and Tommy like on the banner. Like, because we have Hulu, because they include Hulu shows in our Disney Plus here. So, I don't know. Get used to it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really cares other than them.
Well, they need donations, right? That's why they make noise.
Right.
Okay, so now that all the sad DC news is coming, no movies ever is not entirely the case. So they've pushed back. All of their movies. So they pushed back 3 and moved up 1. So oh wait, DC League of Super Pets, which they just released a trailer for, got pushed too. It's an animated show. Like, my goodness.
Well,
okay. So Black Adam, DC League of Super Pets have both been delayed, and I feel like this is new. This was happened before that because didn't Aquaman also get delayed?
I'm fairly certain.
Same sadly can be said for the Flash and Aquaman, which both end up. Okay, so the Flash is moved. So it got delayed till the end of this year. Oh wait, sorry, no. Flash has moved from the end of this year to summer next year. Jesus.
Yeah.
The Aquaman sequel has shifted also 6 months from December end of this year to March. Oh no, that's 3 months. 4.
Yeah.
But see, this is weird for the timeline too, because Flash was supposed to come out before Aquaman, and now Aquaman comes out before Flash.
So they're gonna have to obviously adjust all of those like lines of story that were even possible of leading up to Flash.
Oh, I don't think DC's gonna adjust them. I think they're just gonna here. You guys are used to this shit. We're not gonna bother fixing any of the storylines we had written for one after the other. It's just
or darts.
Yeah. So we're getting Batgirl's coming out on HBO Max. Okay.
News to me.
Shazam: Fury of the Gods has been brought forward. I feel like Shazam has been in the can, so to speak, as they say. Not that they use film anymore, but
yeah,
for like a year at least.
Yeah, so I can actually definitely say, because I follow the director because he's super cool. Yeah. I follow him online, and there was a multiple amount of times where he said that he couldn't get into the effects room to help cut the movie. So I guess
Shazam guy said that?
Yeah.
Shazam.
So yes, Shazam, yes. So apparently they just shot this one in 8K IMAX version, so they could downscale it to 4K and show it in regular IMAX. And they said that they were still cutting. So
they're still cutting Shazam.
Yeah. And that was only a few weeks ago.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Who knows?
So along with this, Black Adam is now what did it say? Black Adam is it doesn't even say that here. Okay, so Black Adam got moved to July 29th. So this was also supposed to be before Aquaman and before The Flash. And now it's after both of them.
And he's voicing the dog, right?
Who?
Dwayne Johnson is voicing the dog in Super Pets.
Yeah, but I'm saying Black Adam also was supposed
to be
delayed.
Before. Yeah,
which was also delayed. But it was also supposed to be before the Flash and Aquaman. But now it's after both of them.
So how is anything going to make sense? Maybe.
Just put it up to the multiverse, I guess. Yeah.
More dark.
So you had said that it's because, didn't you send me something? It's because they can't.
Yeah. So I read
effect shots.
Yeah. So I read online very recently that apparently a lot of the studios are having issues finishing shows and movies because the VFX departments are so jam-packed, full of shots and backlog of movie and shots and TV shows that they still haven't finished, and Marvel is pushing them to their own stuff to the top of the list. I believe they said that the Flash alone had over 286 VFX shots that had to be all.
I thought you said 2,500. 286 seems light.
Well, okay, yeah, maybe that does seem light. So sorry, maybe 2,600. Anyway,
that sounds better. Yeah.
Anyway, it was a lot. So there was an insert amount, and they said they had to do a lot of work. So
I guess it's lucky that doesn't Disney own. Disney owns Lucasfilm or whaver.
Yeah,
do they own Industrial Light and Magic now?
That I'm not sure of, but I think so. I'm pretty sure. I could look it up here.
What George Lucas? Yes, we all know.
Doesn't.
Well, yeah, Walt Disney acquired it in 2012 as part of the Lucasfilm purchase. So they have their own studio. Although you'll see in the credits for everything that there are multiple studios working on.
Yes, they're working on.
It's not just one studio house.
So many things, yeah. Yeah.
So I assume, I guess we can assume that this is partly due to COVID, that all the shoots were delayed. So there wasn't a continuous stream of movies being done to work on. They had to shut down for a month and come back and then shut down. And then that delays the effects getting done. And then those people working from home probably don't have as powerful machines because they can't get 3090s either, like the rest of us.
Right.
And which actually, so 2 weeks ago, I have a friend who does visual effects for TV shows and movies and stuff. And he, I went to go get a new case for my server at Memory Express in London, and they actually had 3090s on the shelf. So I was able to get one for him. It was like $2,000. Not sure if it was worth it for... It's not, like, that's not worth it for me as a gamer, but as a visual effects guy, like, he notices a huge difference already, right? So
yeah,
over his GTX 1080 that was dying. Yeah, so more news. I'm not sure. I guess isn't CW being bought again or dismantled or something? I felt like they were being purchased.
That would be nice.
They have another new DC property coming out called Gotham Knights. The pilot has cast Dwella Dent and Carrie Kelly, so I don't know how they... Is Carrie Kelly going to be Robin? Like, I don't know how they tell that story without The Dark Knight Returns, but...
yeah, that's weird.
Keegan, who is an actress on Days of Our Lives, she has a lot of range, is set to play a version of Dwella Dent, who is described as an abrasive, unpredictable, and a little unhinged. Dwella is, above all, a survivor born in a Arkham Asylum and abandoned by her father, the most dangerous man in Gotham. So that is Harvey Dent is Two-Face the most dangerous man in Gotham?
No, I don't think so.
And then Robinson, who is in Raven's home, has been cast as Carrie Kelly. Fearless, idealistic, and plucky as hell, Carrie talked her way into being Batman's unlucky sidekick. If there's a burning building, or a person needs, she's the first to rush in, just as long as she's home by curfew. This description sounds really teenager. Which I guess it's CW, so yes.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, let's be real. I guess they're trying to really follow their success with Supergirl and I mean, Superman and Lois is fairly popular as well, right?
Is it?
I don't know.
Let's see what let's see what
never watched them, so
let's see what they got for. Oh, I don't want any of that.
Rotten Tomatoes loves selection.
Oh, there you go.
That's nice.
That's the movie. Oh, that's the Supergirl movie, 9%. TV shows. I know Kevin Smith did a bunch. 88% for Supergirl. Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, see, yeah.
Superman and
I think that one's probably the highest, to be honest with you. Supergirl
of all the CW shows.
Yeah.
Well, Superman and Lois has 88%.
Oh wow! Look at that.
What's Legends of Tomorrow?
Say around 70. What?
Man, we apparently we're missing out on CW shows.
Huh.
I know.
Are we really?
The Flash is like having so many. They're on season 9 now, so somehow these are all like 88 or 89%. Arrow's got to be like even worse though, because there's some pretty. No, 86. 62% for audience score. Well, I guess
the other audience
completely wrong about CW shows, and they're worthy of our attention. So maybe Gotham Knights will be good. Okay.
The possibility is there. Do I have hopes? Meh.
Yeah. So a couple of big trailers this week. Comic book related and not comic book related. And the Obi Wan thing leads into the top 10 for this week for markets, so we'll talk about that. Obi Wan finally released a trailer this week. Comes out May 25th.
Crazy.
That music. I will say about the prequels, the music is still like one of the best things about the prequels.
I would agree 100%.
It still gets you, like John Williams.
That's
what he's doing.
Yep. Yeah, he knows what to work with. He knows what's fire, and it's money, baby.
So what did you think of the trailer?
So I enjoyed it a lot. Obviously, I thought they did a lot of stuff right. I guess spoiler for the trailer. I mean, I didn't expect to see young Luke right away. That was the first scene. That was crazy. That was nuts. Yeah. And I thought the fact that they put the underwater base from Jedi Fallen Order in the show was amazing.
Yeah, the Inquisitorius.
Yeah, the Inquisitor. Yeah, base. The pale gentleman and the way that they have dressed up the Inquisitor so far.
His like compared to the show, his head looks weird. Like his head look like you'll see in our top 10 the comic version of the Grand Inquisitor, and then you look at the Rupert Fiennes head, and it's a little different. So
just a tad.
Yeah. So let's get into that then. The marketplace and keys of the week.
Cool.
Okay, so cover prices weekly top 10 this week. We have number 1, West Coast Avengers, which is the first appearance of Immortal Man, I think. Which there's always Mr. Immortal. Then we also have King Conan, which we talked about last week. It's because issue 3 is getting reprinted without the name, the real name of Pocahontas. This is now a hot-selling book before it gets woken, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jesus. Batman number 2 and number 28. The number 2 has to do with the first appearance of Talon in the Court of Owls. I'm not sure what number 28 is about. First Bluebird. The one in, I think the Captain Carter, this one here is a 1 in 25.
Really?
Yeah. Animation.
Do you think this is
1 in 25?
Do you think this is getting on the list because of like the What If announcement? They announced season 2, right?
They did?
Yeah.
Did I miss that?
Yeah.
I thought that was a rumor. Yeah. Was that actually confirmed?
I think it was actually confirmed. I mean, I'll check.
Confirmed? Receives a promising release update. So they didn't talk about it in their recent. Wait, how old is this? Oh yeah, this is from March 12th.
Yeah, 3 days.
Directly mentions What If as it lists all other MCU.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Feig mentions it.
Okay, well.
Wow, look at that. Wow.
It's coming. We just don't know when.
Yeah.
No, the Captain Carter thing is because of the Doctor Strange trailer.
Of course.
Now, talking about Star Wars here. So here's the Grand Inquisitor.
Yes.
So his head's kind of skinny there.
Yeah, okay. A little skinny. Definitely doesn't come close to the OG from the prequels, but
yeah, so here's Rupert Fiennes. Can you see that?
Yeah.
And then there's from Rebels.
Yeah, it's a little bit tough. I mean, they did what they could, but they really, I mean, what are we talking, like maybe 2 hours worth of makeup to put a little extra forehead on that bad boy?
So it's a little bit skinnier, yeah.
Yeah, or whatever, but no.
I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just,
Yeah.
So Darth Vader number 6 is in the list. First appearance of Grand Inquisitor. And some sisters, I believe, is in that as well. Timeless third reprint is still in the top 10. DMC. Star Wars High Republic Adventures number 2.
Oh,
has some first appearances. Oh yeah, Martian Rowe from the leader of the Nihil, or Nile, however you want to say it. It's Nihil, so I just say Nihil. Yeah, and that Star Wars High Republic Adventures is actually coming to an end of its comic book run, I think with the next issue, or it's already over. And then
Oh,
there's
really?
speculation that Dark Horse, I think, is taking over after IDW.
I can see that.
Yeah, okay, so that's been your cover price top 10. Now, this week in stores, let me see if I make that bigger. So tomorrow in your LCS, you can find probably most of these. This is Spawn Scorch number 3, which is a homage cover to the first X-Men from the 90s.
That's cool.
Yeah, I hope my LCS gets that. I hope it's not a 1 in 25. Inspired by X-Men number 1 in 1990. So yeah, so we'll see. I don't read Spawns, so I'm reading King Spawn and Gunslinger Spawn, and I have all the other Spawns in digital. I just haven't. I started at the end instead of the beginning. Clay People Colossus, the Colossus number 1 comes out, which actually this sounds pretty good. I'd probably pick this up. A boy uses a supernatural gift to defend himself against bullies. In a story inspired by the heavy metal band, the Clay People. Okay, I don't. Maybe the Clay People is in the book. I don't know that there's. Have you heard of a metal band called the Clay People? No. So it's gonna be an in the book thing.
Yeah.
Playthings number 1, Rad Wraith number 1, Slumber. Lots of number 1s this week. Slumber number 1. Oh, I did get this cover just because I did pick this up from Captain Comics. It's a cool
good cover.
Yeah. So two really nice covers this week from Spawn Scorched. Oh, that's cool.
Tasty. Yeah, that's tasty stuff.
Batman the Night number 3, which has the first appearance of the Foundling.
Oh, okay.
This has been pretty good so far. It's not exactly Batman Year 1, but it's like just before Batman Year 1 and kind of telling of it, like how he gets his, like in the last issue, he's in France and he's learning from a cat burglar, like an older cat burglar who's like, she seems like she's in her mid 40s. She's kind of like one of those type of women. So
all right, Bruce.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
And he's like 20, 21. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's greasy, bud.
Well, and it's France, too, you know? The city.
Oh, hey, anything goes, yeah.
But yeah, so far that's been pretty good. Catwoman 41, Detective Comics 1057, which is the first appearance of Kayuko Nakano, a Psycho Pirate. Carnage number 1. He's Sark Carnage getting another solo series. This is third. Eternals, The Heretic number 1, which I think is a one-shot, it looks like. Or Uranos. Star Wars Galactic Cruisers Halcyon Legacy number 2. And Basilisk number 8.
Good cover.
So, weirdly enough about the Galactic Cruiser, have you seen anything about the new Star Wars hotel?
Yes, small amounts, yeah.
So I watched a YouTuber who I'm pretty sure is paid by Disney to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't say paid, I don't recall it saying paid promotion in their videos. But every time I see like something new from Disney World, like they're there with all the other press people getting a first look.
Sure.
And their videos are like an hour long. They show you everything. It seems like a cool experience with all the costumes of characters and like things going on.
Yes.
But it's not worth the price, it looks like, to me anyways.
No.
Like like my wife and I are, we're child free and we have extra money to spend once in a while. But I don't know, $5,000 US is a lot for 2 nights. It's a lot.
It is a lot of money. Not worth it. No.
Like maybe if it was like, I guess, like I get that food's included with it, but maybe, you know what? Maybe if it was a cruise and it was like a starship and you had that kind of mystery detective, whatever mystery night thing. What do they call those things? murder mystery, but like a sci-fi right?
Would you say like a week? Like a week would be worth $5,000?
That's probably better. And you go from
I
one place to the
think.
other or something.
Yeah. I think that would make sense.
Like $5,000 for 2 nights is just a lot. And it's not even like a luxury hotel though. Like the rooms are, I mean, they're an okay size, but they have two bunks that look like you're in a submarine, and then
no windows.
A queen. Yeah, the window is a TV of looking out at space. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they might have to rethink that experience, or at least lower the cost.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on, we almost had Jon Hamm as Mr. Sinister. Apparently he's a big comic book fan in this, although whether he's just saying that or he actually is, you never know. It's always nice it's always nice to think of the other great actors.
Yeah, the 1%, yeah.
The 1%. So Jon Hamm says, I never shot anything. I remember having a conversation with people. I'm a huge comic book fan, especially the X-Men and New Mutants. So I was excited to be considered, but these conversations happen and then life intervenes. X-Men Apocalypse dropped a big hint about Mr. Sinister with that climactic Essex Corp tease, but never followed up. What a surprise.
Yeah.
In previous interviews, Josh Boone, the filmmaker of New Mutants, revealed that Antonio Banderas was going to show up in a post-credit scene as Sunspot's father in the franchise's big bad. However, Disney-Fox merger meant they never shot anything.
Wow. Banderas. Oh my god. Zorro just showing up?
Zorro.
Damn.
I mean, I know a lot of people's choice for an actor to play Mr. Sinister is I just had his name too. Breaking Bad. What's that actor's name? I just had it in my head too. Bryan Cranston.
Oh, Bryan Cranston. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant somebody else.
No, Jesse. Yeah, Aaron Paul.
Yeah.
Aaron Paul is Mr. Sinister.
Oh my god, I thought it was maybe a side character. Anyway, I mean, I could see
Mr. Sinister, bitch.
Yeah, I could see him. I mean, I could see him, but I don't know.
No, Jon Hamm's. I think Jon Hamm's a good choice.
A good choice.
The Mr. Sinister of Krakoa is a lot more sarcastically devious. Like he's got a sense of humor.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been good in Hellions so far. And he's also like a giant coward too, but as we saw in Ten of Swords.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's I don't know. With the X-Men coming, there's so many possibilities of getting another handful of great actors to be in the MC. Like you're kind of running out at this point of characters to fill with great actors.
Yeah.
Like you already have Spider-Man, you already have Tony Stark, you already have Thor.
I mean, I think they're gonna milk the Spider-Man villain movie / TV pipeline quite a bit. Like, I mean, Morbius is gonna make some money. It's gonna make its money back probably, plus a couple $100 million maybe. I mean, people want to go to the movies. This is the thing. You know what I mean? Like, Sony's hitting the absolute perfect like pinnacle right now because, well, I mean, Venom 2 did come out in theaters, did it not?
It did,
and it probably made its money back. I mean, don't quote me on that, but I'm fairly certain, and it's probably still making money, and it's terrible. So,
we're gonna talk about No Home and how it relates to Spider-Man and Venom at the end of the show because I also went to Batman, so we'll talk about that. But yeah, there's so many. Like, I saw another rumor this week that Daniel Radcliffe is denying that he's been cast as Wolverine, and it's a nice thought that people think he could be Wolverine. I personally don't see it either. Like, if Jared Keeso was smaller, I'd be like, yeah, he's probably a good pick.
Yeah, I mean, possibly that'd be an okay pick. I saw a couple of campaigns saying that they wanted or were thinking that would be all right, but I mean, then again, if you were to ask me in December, did I think Daniel Radcliffe was going to play Weird Al in a biopic? I would tell you no. But now it's March of 2022, and he is. And there's photos of him on set with the wig on, and it's like, okay, sure, man. I don't know.
It's not like he's a bad actor, though.
No, he's not. But like, I don't. Obviously not Wolverine. No way. Can't do.
One of my favorite things that he's in is that episode of Extras.
That and his movie Swiss Army Man that they made.
I've always heard that's great. I never got around to watching it.
It's amazing.
Is it?
It's amazing.
I'll have to watch it on Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay. If you know who should play Sinister, let us know in the comments. Here's some upsetting news of shitty human beingness. Ryan Coogler was pulled aside, accosted by police for trying to withdraw his own money. And this isn't even. So I guess the teller was also African American, and she just thought that he shouldn't be allowed to withdraw his own money. So she got nervous about him asking to get $12,000 in cash and be discreet about it. Like, he was robbing the place, even though it was his account and his ID. And, great. Yeah. This story doesn't even make me go, like, America. It just makes me go, humans.
Yeah, so essentially, I mean, I don't know if it mentions it in the article. I didn't read it, but I did read another article that was released a few days after it happened. It said that because he asked for something over $10,000, that the teller instantly has to report it to the manager, and the manager was the one who called the cops.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what the deal is with the manager, or if that person is of a different color skin. But I can tell you right now, if a white dude walked in there wearing the exact same thing and said, "Hey, can you just be discreet and give me my $12,000 because it's in my account, here's my ID," I can probably tell you that probably wouldn't have fucking happened.
Yeah,
it's just fucking, and that's it. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no beating around the bush. It wasn't because he was wearing a different jacket or a fucking hat or some shit or whatever. Like, get a fucking grip. Like, and that's it. Like, you're right. It is in America. It's humans. Disgusting. Yep.
Okay, so on to other news that's funny. So we've been talking. What are you
on?
So the last couple of weeks we've been talking about Comixology and the shit show that it has been. The CEO has also decided it's a shit show and has left. He was the founder of Comixology. He writes, "It's been a few big weeks and have personal news. I've been asked if I'd like to lead a new Amazon-wide initiative that is too good an opportunity to not take. It was a tough decision, but I'm ready for a new entrepreneurial challenge. I will love comics forever, and I will continue to be an advisor to Comixology, two long-term Comixology leaders, Tom Ashley and Jeff DiBartolomeo. Bartolomeo will be managing the team moving forward. I wonder if he was like, 'Hey, get me out of this.' And Amazon's like, 'Okay, we'll get you out of this.'"
Probably, yeah.
So it's not on you anymore. It had to be like a huge stressor for him. Like, I sold my company to Amazon and now they're fucking it up, and everyone hates what it's turned into.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they've set him up a safe house somewhere in the woods for everything to die down.
With no internet.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Some other trailers this week. Boys Season 3, baby.
Oh, I didn't even watch this. I did not. I didn't watch it. No, was it good?
Yeah. Homelander's so fucked up in the trailer.
Amazing.
So you do get to see a couple glimpses of Soldier Boy, which is Jensen Ackles.
Really? Awesome.
Yeah. Captain America parody. Plenty of blood, sex, and violence. I believe it comes out in June. Yeah, June 3rd. I assume they'll do the first 3 episodes, screwing us this year again, unlike the first season where they released all 8. We were able to binge it. But yeah, so go watch that trailer when you got a chance. And it seems like Carl Urban has already confirmed there's a season 4.
Wow.
That hasn't been confirmed by Amazon, but he was already talking about it. So sad news again. William Hurt, Thunderbolt Ross, has passed away.
Yes.
So I guess he had cancer during the filming of Black Widow, and he got over it, but sometimes cancer just doesn't let you go. Affects other things. He didn't look great in Black Widow.
No.
But the family says he died peacefully among family and of natural causes. So he had terminal. William Hurt's son posted that his father's died today. It was announced in 2018 that he had terminal prostate cancer. Spread to the bone. Oh, so I guess I got that wrong. I had read that it was in remission after Black Widow, but I guess
so. He had it.
Although then, why would this say natural causes? Like, is prostate cancer a natural cause? I guess.
Whatever.
Okay. Anyways, sad for a number of reasons.
Yeah.
He was great. Also, he wasn't in it a lot, as I recall, but History of Violence. I remember him being in as pretty good.
Yeah, he was good.
He won an Oscar for Kiss of the Spider-Woman. Yeah, lots of great roles for him. Body Heat, Big Chill. Worked with lots of big tier directors.
A lot of people didn't like Mr. Brooks, but I thought it was great.
Kevin Costner, that was a good movie. I don't know, it's weird to see Kevin Costner play a serial killer. Spoiler.
Yeah,
but
no, for 15 years.
I don't know. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess this actually means a lot again for the MCU. They lose another actor to cancer, which fucking sucks.
They're just gonna have to alter Doctor Strange 2 to fix Thunderbolt Ross as someone else.
Well, I did read that Benedict Cumberbatch said he's still doing reshoots with 2 months to go. So
yeah, that's what they said. Reshoots for them. Are you what?
Oddly enough, I was reading about another property this week, because it was the 20th anniversary of John Carter of Mars, and that massive disaster. When I saw it, I was never a fan of John Carter of Mars as the comic newspaper magazine thing. Obviously, it came out way 70 years before I was born, 70 or 80. But I don't know. At the time, I didn't hate the movie. I'm like, oh, I was into science fiction. This is a weird kind of. Willem Dafoe's in it. I like Taylor Kitsch from Friday Night Lights, and Dominic West was in it. How do you fuck that up? But I guess they all fucked it up. So, but when I was reading that, coming to this point of reshoots, reshoots back then were a rare thing, and I guess
very rare.
I guess John Carter of Mars essentially shot the movie twice.
Wow.
And then Deja became a very different character, according to the actress. From reshoot to reshoot, she changed from this powerful, strong woman not needing John's help to, oh, I'm in distress, you need to help me. There was one scene where she slapped John Carter, and then they took that out because they didn't want her to seem overly aggressive. What the fuck?
Holy
so
hell.
Reshoots back then was a sign of disaster. Reshoots now it's just we have more money to spend.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
If we decide to make a change on the fly, we can and put it in, whatever. Yeah. I also wouldn't be surprised if Marvel and Disney do reshoots now just to throw people off of plot points.
I could see it 100%.
With all the leaks and stuff, trying to keep stuff hidden, I wouldn't be surprised if they do reshoots just to fuck with people.
Well, they've been making fake endings to movies for the past 8 years almost, or something like that. So. Yeah.
More Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel also finally has a trailer.
Yeah, so I just watched this.
Oh, did you? I haven't watched it yet. I just threw it.
Okay. Yeah.
I get that this is probably going to be a kids show from the original first look. Am I still correct in that?
I would say 100%. Yeah.
So is it like a high school, like
Yeah, high
teenage.
school.
Ugh,
Yeah,
okay.
definitely high school, goofy, like whatever. Um, it looks interesting how they shot it.
Okay.
And I mean, the CGI looks really cool, but at the same time, I don't know as it is now coming. You know what I mean? It feels, I wouldn't say forced, but it definitely felt weird. The trailer did for me anyway. I don't know why. So you can watch it later, see what the vibe is. But it definitely looked like, you can tell they were maybe trying for one thing and they're gonna maybe go in a different direction or something. Because if you remember, like obviously last year, there were reports that early on Disney wasn't super impressed with like the actress that they picked. And I have a feeling that maybe they did like a lot of shoots early on and weren't like super pumped on it, and then maybe had her go back and like go maybe through more acting like lessons or something. I don't know.
Is this a Curb Your Enthusiasm season 11 situation?
Possibly. We'll
Did
see
you watch?
though.
Have you watched season 11?
No, I haven't. No.
So I'll give you the gist of it.
Sure.
So Larry is making a new show based on his time as a cab driver or a limo driver.
Yeah.
And he this guy ends up dying in his pool because he was trying to rob the place, and Larry didn't have a fence around his pool, even though there's a bylaw saying you have to have a fence. So the brother of the guy who died blackmails him into putting his terrible daughter in the new show. And she can't act at all, right? And she's like a complete diva. Oh, yeah. Oh. So I'm like, is this that situation? But you didn't watch it, so yeah.
No, sorry.
Hilarious. Yeah.
But I mean, this is unfortunately the absolute opposite. From my understanding, when we originally heard of the casting for Miss Marvel, they said that she had no prior like experience / training, so she's not
Like
she wasn't
no
even
acting experience?
zero. From my understanding, look it up, but I'm pretty sure because she not from
she's Canadian, isn't she?
Yeah, she's Canadian and she's from like literally like, quote me, I might be wrong, but like either Etobicoke or Scarborough. Yeah.
Doesn't help me. Thanks,
No,
IMDb.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because I think if I'm looking at it, most of her credits are only just
Canadian. Oh, she's from Markham.
Markham. There it is. See. Yeah,
you're
not
right. The
too
only two
much.
things she's been in is the Marvels.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel.
Yeah. So they're gambling. They're taking a gamble with her, which is fine.
How did she even get like in front of the casting director? First of all.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, I hope she pulls it off. It looks promising, but at the same time, looks a little meh.
Okay, so one last thing before we talk about Batman and No Way Home.
Yes.
Sam Jackson asked Bryce Dallas Howard to resurrect Mace Windu in The Mandalorian. I've been seeing this week some headlines of some major Mandalorian Season 3 spoilers that I've been trying to avoid. Whether they're true or not, I don't know. I just don't want to fucking know.
Yeah, I feel you.
If this is one of them, you're fired from the show. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, he's been talking about trying to come back for a long time and
forever. I think this is probably the most opportunistic time, to be real. And I mean, it is very possible.
Just give him his own show. Like, give him a 6-episode Mace Windu after he gets blown out by the Emperor and
could living
track down somebody. I don't know. Just
I feel that.
Fucking Sam Jackson. Just let him do what he wants.
Yeah, super in the shadows. Like took care of dudes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we'll talk No Way Home. Aside from, like, I knew that the other two were going to be in it, But I thought they were going to be cameos. I didn't know it was going to be a whole, like, half the fucking
Sorry.
movie. It was great.
Okay, yeah, so hold on. Sorry, we didn't do our countdown. That's fine. You can add it in.
Yeah.
Later on.
Well, it's out today on digital. Like, fuck off.
Yes. So again, honestly, I thought the same thing. It was just going to be a cameo type of thing, maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Blown away. I was blown away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't. Something there's nothing bad. Like, not even one. So one thing I could say that I didn't know. Like,
Yeah.
It was pretty much perfect. The only thing I would say that I'm confused by is ties into Venom. So at the end of Venom 2, Tom Hardy and Venom end up in the MCU in Mexico in a hotel, right? So at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, he is at a bar trying to figure out all the stuff, right?
Right.
I'm confused because the way they explained how all these people were coming through the multiverse is that they knew who Peter Parker was.
Right.
And that he was Spider-Man. In the Venomverse, there is no Peter Parker in Spider-Man, is there? Have they introduced him yet?
No, they haven't, but Spider-Man exists. Spider-Man exists because in the first Venom movie, you see Spider-Man graffiti on the wall.
Well, you do.
Yeah,
but
so
does he know he's Peter Parker, though?
I don't think so.
See, that's what I'm confused about.
I'm assuming, so what's going to happen, I can't believe I have to say it. I mean, this is obviously rumor, but I feel like what's going to happen is that him getting zapped back at the end of No Way Home, right? Because he's sitting there, he gets zapped back.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume is going to be a part of Doctor Strange and them fixing whatever they break. So I think he's either going to get zapped back into his own universe, like the own movie, like Sonyverse or whatever, or he's going to get zapped somewhere else, like possibly into the movie, and then like something happens, right? Like he's going to be there for like a couple of minutes and then something.
Sure, but I still don't get how he got in there in the first place because he doesn't know who Peter Parker is.
Right. So I don't know if they thought that through all the way. I don't know if I don't know.
That's what properly. I'm saying. Like I don't think they thought that through all the way. I don't
think they did. I think they tried. Yeah.
And then they also left a bit of the symbiote behind, so I assume he's getting recast.
That's the other thing too, is that once they put that, they left the symbiote. Then I was just like, they're obviously going to put him in. They're going to put Venom in the movie. So
but like recasted Venom, like whether it's Flash.
100%. Yeah. No, he's going to be totally recast. I mean, I don't know. I mean, ideally, I would love if they gave it to the actor that plays Flash right now. That would be fun.
You know what? He's grown on. I don't think he was really good in this one. And you know what? I didn't. And I didn't. I always found Peter's sidekick annoying. I didn't find him annoying this time.
No, I would agree. So originally, if I'm not mistaken, check because I think it shows in the concept art that it wasn't Ned that was supposed to be doing the portals. It was supposed to be somebody else.
Oh.
It was supposed to be somebody else, and it was supposed to be. I think it was supposed to be the girl they're introducing in Doctor Strange, the Spanish one,
America Chavez.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be her. I think she was supposed to pop into No Way Home and be like, "Oh, surprise!" and then did her stuff. And I think they ended up taking that out because they put it into Doctor Strange too. Quote me, I might be wrong, but I definitely read an article about that. But like you said, the movie was almost pretty much perfect. I mean, I don't know how many people were in the theater with you guys when you went and saw it. And when they obviously came on screen, did everyone like either say or anything or gasp or anything at all? Or
the movie's been out for 3 months,
so everyone was kind of like, whatever.
Everyone probably kind of knew,
Yeah, I can definitely tell you, like when we went, like we saw it 2 days after it was released, and when they came on screen, man, oh my god, like my heart not only wanted to explode, but like everybody else, you know what I mean, was just like just going crazy, and like I was going crazy, and it was just like, oh, so many things. But like for real, Andrew Garfield slammed it.
He was better in this than he had been in any of the Spider-Man movies.
slammed it. It's because he was an experienced actor before, but he's much more experienced now, and he killed that. He killed it.
Yeah,
killed it. That's so good. The movie was amazing. Oh, damn.
Yeah. And it's now out on digital, so go buy it or rent it.
Go watch it.
Okay, so let's do a quick thing on the Batman, and then we'll wrap it up.
We'll wrap it up.
Again, spoilers. 3, 2, 1. It felt like 3 hours. There, like at the two.
Oh, okay.
At the two, like maybe it was the 1:40 to 2. I don't know. There was 25 minutes right around the Alfred time, like of the like that seemed to drag. And I get the whole thing setting up his parents and Thomas Wayne and the Renewal Project and his mother and to the Falcone thing. Yeah. But I felt like that could have been a lot quicker set up than the 25, 35 minutes we got on that. That being said, it's probably like it's not as good as The Dark Knight, but it's there. It's close.
It's very close. I had a lot of friends that said they liked it more than The Dark Knight. I think they're crazy, but it's very up there.
Yeah. Catwoman was good at did a good job. Paul Dano was he's pretty close to Heath Ledger too. Like he's the best Riddler ever on screen, and he might be the best Riddler of comics too. Like he was written very well. And Paul, like I just saw a thing yesterday that the one scene with Riddler on the cell phone, he shot like 200 times because he did it a different variation every time. Like, wow! Would I come in from this side instead of this side and do this? And like, holy fuck! But that would have drove me nuts. Like, okay, I think we got it after 100. Yeah, but yeah, he was very good. I don't mind Robert Pattinson as the Batman. I think he was fine. He's not Christian Bale. No. He's not Michael Keaton. But he's better than George Clooney. Fuck.
Yeah, and I think he's better than Val Kilmer, and he's better than I think he's better than Affleck. Yeah. No, you know what? I would personally say that I enjoyed him as Batman. I thought he did a good early Batman, like we're talking year 2.
Yeah.
So I think the idea of Bruce Wayne being like this distant, like, standoffish, weirdo, sad, was a good idea. Yeah. I think Pattinson played it too sad. I think how emo he thought and made it look, that it actually took away from that.
Really?
And I feel like there was a lot of times where he was trying to portray, like, obviously, I'm Bruce Wayne, my parents died, I'm super sad, like, you know what I mean? I can't be next to anybody, I'll hurt them, et cetera, in a weird, not the best way. So there was a lot of moments, surprisingly, not a lot, actually, sorry, there was some moments, not a lot, because he was in the suit, like 75% of the movie, which I did not expect at all whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
P.S., probably one of my favorite Batsuits.
Yeah. Batsuit was very good.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Just the Riddler puzzles of it leaning really hard into detective Batman and not kick everyone's ass Batman. I found really refreshing.
Yeah,
we finally get a Batman movie and he wasn't always infallible. Like when he got that third or fourth clue wrong about El Rato, and Penguin corrected him. It kind of showed like he's still early in this detective thing. He doesn't know everything. He's not infallible. He can get things wrong, but he's still like becoming the world's greatest detective. That was really refreshing.
Yeah, I would also agree to that too. I think I enjoyed how they made him look or made him seem young in the aspect of investigating and everything else. I didn't enjoy the way that they did it with that the El Rato stuff or whatever.
Really?
Like, I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah.
I like how Penguin like, you know, corrected him and stuff.
Yeah.
I just didn't enjoy that it took him, Alfred, and you know what I mean, Gordon all together. You know what I mean? And like then it was like 20 minutes, 25 minutes of him bouncing back and forth.
But wasn't Alfred blown up at this point?
No, I thought they had talked about it
before or after.
I can't remember, but I thought they had all talked about it. They had all spoken about it, and they still couldn't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they still couldn't get it right. And then it was like Penguin,
a pigeon with wings. Yeah.
Like, honestly, other than a couple of those things, Bruce being, you know, young, ish or whatever, it was good. I really, really liked it. Like I said, I thought the Batsuit was top notch, up there as maybe possibly number one Batsuit, and then that Batmobile, dude. Holy moly!
Yeah.
Amazing.
The Batmobile was really good. My wife pointed this out, that the scene where him and Catwoman are getting the money at the Penguin drop or whatever, and it kind of like he revs it up and it kind of stalls for a second. That's just like, you know, this is the he's not perfect. Not everything goes like perfectly for him.
I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah. It's I'm really looking forward to the next one. It's supposed to be a trilogy. I am looking forward to Colin Farrell is great as Penguin. I want to see more of him. I really don't know like what his series is going to be like. Like, are we now rooting for Penguin as the protagonist to take over the crime family, and like we're not supposed to root for Batman coming in to shut him down? Like,
so I mean, if you were to guess,
like, are we rooting for him like were you kind of rooted for Tony Soprano?
Yeah,
like he's a terrible human being, but we like him.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance they're going to go with that. I mean, I would just assume that they're going to expand the crime syndicate that, you know, Penguin's going to have. You know, you're going to see small amounts of, you know, villains come up from, like, you know what I mean, the very beginning, obviously. And it might set it up a little bit for, you know, possible villains in other movies.
Well, yeah, let's talk about the last part.
Okay.
With
Riddler. Yeah. So
originally from the voice, I thought it was Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you have an idea who it was?
Unfortunately, I saw a spoiler before. Okay. Yeah. And the only way is because I knew that the actor was going to be in it, but I didn't know in what capacity or what was going to happen. And when I saw his eyes through the slits of the jail cell, I could tell that it was Barry Brannigan or whatever his last name is.
Cohegan.
Cohegan. I think one of my favorite in Eternals, by the way. He was one of my favorite actors in Eternals.
Oh, and he's great in what's that Chris Nolan movie? Dunkirk.
Yeah, he was very good in Dunkirk.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be interesting if they end up doing anything with it. Matt Reeves has said that he's not going to explore the Joker. We'll see what happens. I mean,
he said he's interested in exploring Hush. So maybe I don't know why you bring in an actor like that though if you're not going to use him.
Yeah, exactly. I would agree because he's so good.
Like, you could have put anyone in that other cell beside him. If you weren't going to use him, put, I don't know, fucking Calendar Man or Zaz in the other cell,
right?
Just to get that exposition. But I don't know why you'd put Joker in that cell and not. Well, I guess we don't really know that it is for sure Joker. I mean, you assume by the laugh and the etc. it is, but you know, you could say, "Oh, it's not. It's just fake." But maybe it sets it up for 3 and not 2. But
oh, mama.
Or maybe they use him somewhere else, like in
it's all possible.
Well, so last week we talked about how the GCPD show has turned into an Arkham show.
Yes.
Essentially, I wonder maybe the Joker is the guy in the Arkham show.
I mean, they could definitely expand upon that for sure. it'd be a weird and interesting way to go about it, depending on if they do it right. You know what I mean? Like not phase out, but explore out a villain, make it good enough that you put him in the movie. I mean, it was cool how, again, it was obviously very cool how they did Riddler and how they tied everything back. I mean, how hard is that to do it with 6 episodes of a show and then set up a movie, right?
Yeah, maybe they have Joker just completely like screwing with everyone in Arkham, like all the inmates and the warden, and it's got all the things set up and people are dying, and maybe that's, and then he turns Harley, and she turns out that she's helping him and doing some stuff. I don't know, but
yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, okay, well that's been a lot this week. Fucking we're over an hour. We're over an hour this week. Fuck. And it's not going to get any better with more stuff coming out. Doctor Strange and Moon Knight starts in 2 weeks. And...
I'm so excited.
And yeah. So, anyways, this has been Slingin Books, Talkin Shop with Matt and Josh from Yousellcomics, and we'll see you again next week. Thanks.